Morning. It is pretty cold. I don't think it warmed up into the 40s last night. I think it was still in the 30s. Oh man, I gotta wait for it to warm up a little bit. And we're shortly to sunrise too. So we should have some more river views before we finish this section. We only got a couple miles left along the Asilla River here. And then shortly coming up, the river completely disappears as it goes underground and flows out to the Gulf. We'll see that here in a minute. I ended up camping alone last night. I only saw Cakes at one point. He went on ahead a little. But I didn't see him this morning for wherever he camped, so he might be ahead of me. But we'll all end up at, there's another convenience store gas station place called JR. It's about 14 miles in for the day. And that'll be a good rest stop to get some more snacks and charge some things and stuff like that. So we'll probably all see each other there, hang out for a couple hours maybe before pushing on for the rest of the day. This is definitely a real pretty river walk. I imagine not many people will canoe down it because if you don't get off the river in time, you die instantly when the river goes underground. And here's the end of the river. Doesn't look so bad in low water years. And all the debris and driftwood is just all piled up here where it kind of disappears underground. But if you increase the water level by about 5 feet, this is one massive swirling vortex, and it could easily drown you. I can pass a sinkhole where the river's kind of exposed for just a little bit. That's kind of a cool spot. There's lots of sinkholes where the river's exposed for a little bit. I don't go swimming in those. I was under the impression once the river passed that point where it goes underground, you'd never see it again. But it seems to be more above ground than below ground. There's a neat little fissure in the ground. You definitely don't want to fall in this one. I caught up with Cakes this morning. He's taking a little sit down. So we'll hike out together in a minute. There's lots of big sinkholes out here. Me and Cakes were just talking about how the water is nice and calm and still, and it looks safe to jump in and swim around in, but you never know, and definitely not worth the risk.
I think they're not even going to go up there because they probably started where they started.
Yeah, these guys must just have been out here yesterday cleaning this up because we'd heard this section was scheduled for a cleanup crew this weekend, and we were kind of worried how many blowdowns we'd have to walk over, and there is a lot that they have cleared up very, very recently. So thanks again to the maintenance crews that were literally just out here probably yesterday chopping all these trees up for us. We've come out to a trailhead parking lot, and I think now we're road walking it for a bit. And then dirt roads, and then on to paved roads. And the funny name with this road is called Long Suffering Road. It shouldn't be that bad, I don't think. Leaving the Long Suffering Road, that was not that long, and merging on to the next dirt road. There's only a little bit of a view between the trees, but we're walking past an area with what looks like natural ponds, but this area is all kind of old flooded mining operation stuff when they're mining dolomite in this area. But it's all closed and abandoned now. So walking past some of the old abandoned equipment, rock piles. It looks like it's been out of operation for quite a while. We've hit the end of this road. We'll be taking a right on Highway 98 now. And from here, it's only about a mile and a half to the JR's store. We'll be in there time for lunch and can definitely chill for a couple hours, I think. Looks like Cakes is feeling energetic. I guess he's gonna run the rest of the way. We made it. JR's Osceola River store. Yeah. It's time for a sit-down break, get some good snacks and drinks, recharge some stuff. There's inside the store. A little bit of a selection, but we're only about a day from St. Mark's, so kind of enough stuff to get you there. I just got myself a whole bunch of snacks, so that's what I'm gonna be having for lunch, and packing out a little sandwich even. So I'm all set. All done at JR's and back on the road. We've got about 2 more miles of walking along this highway here, and then we get back in some woods, it looks like. Only another 6.5 miles, I think, gets me to the campsite I'm aiming for. So not too much further for the day already. On the bridge over the Osceola River. There's enough of a shoulder on this one. We're getting to a point where all the water sources coming up are going to be undrinkable because it's all brackish. We're too close to the ocean. Tidal salt water is getting into the rivers and streams here. We're that close. But there should be a water cache at the campsite I'm aiming for. Here's our exit. Done with the highway walking. Yeah, we ran into a little bit of trail maintenance guys, and they were saying that the trail up ahead is about shin deep of mud and water. So might as well just plow through it for about a mile, he said. And starting to sprinkle rain on us. Holy cow. Yeah, it's a little deep right there, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna skirt the edge a little, see if I can stay mostly out of it. Wow. Yeah, there's rain in the forecast for all night, but it's not really supposed to be drizzling now like it is. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad. There's supposed to be a mile of this. It's at least shin deep. I'm trying to stay in the shallower bits. Yeah, this is pretty slow going. It's gonna take a while to get through this stretch. St. Mark's Wilderness area. It's been a mile. Hopefully we're through the swamp. The water temperature was super cold and my feet are numb. That's never a good sign. I'll have to deal with that later. We are definitely back in the swamp now. I think we're good now. That was closer to a mile and a half of swamp. But at least it stopped drizzling rain. It's supposed to rain all night for like 12 hours straight and be fine in the morning, I think. Sunset to sunrise, we'll see. I'm on a part now that's an old railroad bed. The trail is improving. There's still a lot of roots and things to trip up on. That's been annoying. But it's definitely raining again. I mean, at this point, it could be raining for the next 48 hours. It might be kind of rough. Neat old wooden bridge over the Pinhook River. This is all undrinkable, brackish ocean tidal water. Here we go. Here's me all set up at the Pinhook campsite. I may have a couple people here camped with me, it looks like. I think Cakes is going to move on a little bit, though, but we'll see him in the town of St. Mark's for tomorrow. I'll be cooking up my dinner here with Cakes in a little bit before he takes off. And there is a good little water cache here, which is very, very nice. I'll take a little bit of that, and there's plenty to get us into town for tomorrow. So that's it for today. It's definitely still sprinkling a little bit of rain, and still rain in the forecast for all night, potentially into tomorrow. We'll just see how it goes. We'll get up and hike out whenever towards sunrise, and I think it's something like 15 miles or something like that to get us up to the St. Mark's area. We'll have a fun time trying to get into town, crossing a river, but we'll see that for tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Survived the night just fine. Rained continuously. And then, luckily, as forecasted, it stopped raining just a little bit before sunrise. I was able to pack up and get out. Everything stayed all dry and currently not raining. But rain's still in the forecast kind of sporadically throughout the day. But then after today, it looks sunny, mostly clear for the rest of the week. But we're doing about 15 miles or so. Will get us to where we got to cross a river with no way around. You got to catch a ferry boat across. But today is Monday, and the ferry service stuff is closed, so you can't call the marina to get a ride over. So we got to just show up on the shore and try to flag somebody down, maybe on a passing boat, to try to get a lift across. So that's going to be the excited challenge for today. We'll see that later as we try to get into St. Mark's. Starting out with a nice easy trail this morning. All the trees are wet and dripping, but this nice cleared path that keeps us nice and dry so far. Just a long straight road. I think this is all part of old rail systems that were out here. We're at a junction, making a left. Deep Creek Trail. Apparently we are halfway to something. I don't know what that's in reference to exactly. We're coming out of the forests and into the coastal plains. The ocean is out that way. Can't see any water though. Some great panoramic views. We're just too far to see the ocean. Weather's been holding off pretty decently. Maybe a little bit of sprinkles, but it could be way worse. That's a bald eagle. Passing by the Ring Dyke campsite. I see a picnic table down there. We've made a couple of turns on these levees. I've been keeping my eye out for gators in the waterways, but I think it's too cold. They're all off hiding somewhere. Well, it's been raining light but continuous for the last hour and a half or so. But we're away from the ocean a little bit and back into some woods. A couple more miles still, I think, until we get to the river crossing. But I'm nice and soaking wet, and it's a little chilly, so it's kind of miserable at the moment. Just pushing on through. Passing by the Port Leon campsite. Looks like a picnic table tucked back there. We've been on that back road like all day today. Now the trail's got us actually in some woods, picking our way through. Hopefully stuff is not too flooded out. We'll see how it goes. I'm already kind of soaked, so it doesn't matter too much either way. Got about a mile left till we hit the St. Mark's River, and you have to take a boat across. There's no bridges, there's no other way around. Normally, you can call the marina on the other side and they'll come send a boat for you to come get you. But apparently the entire town closes on Mondays, and today is a Monday. So the marina's closed, the restaurant's closed, the general store's closed, everything's closed. So we're kind of out of luck, and I don't know how this is going to work exactly. Maybe just wave your arms on the far shore and see if someone can see you and come grab you. We'll figure it out once we get up here. I got a text message from Cakes. He's up ahead at the river already, and he says he's got a ride secured to get across. And he hasn't got there yet, so it's just close enough now for me where I should be able to get there in time and we can ride across together. So I think this is going to work out just fine. I made it! Yay! Good job! You were going to walk it around, you said?
Yeah, 4.8 miles to get to the main road, and then you had another 5-6 miles to get to St. Mark's. But I figure I could hitch from there.
Dang. Yeah, I would have just waited here until something happened. Well,
Yeah, but it's Monday, everything's closed. I yelled for help, and then this fella called for us. We got this fella.
This is a pleasant surprise for us. We made it across the river nice and easy and quick, and the Riverside Cafe just so happens to be the one place that is actually open. So we just ordered some lunch, and we're actually getting the hot food. I had low expectations for this town, but we're doing good so far. Going with a nice fish sandwich for lunch. Well, lunch was fantastic. The fish we had was excellent. Heading past the Sweet Magnolia bed and breakfast. This is where Cakes is going to stay, and he's going to zero tomorrow because he's trying to get a package of shoes from the post office. But I'm going to go to the other option for camping in town. There's a fish camp, and looked like they got rooms available. So I'm going to head over to them. They're a little bit to the west of town by about a mile's worth of walking. So I'm going to head there, see if I can get a room, get cleaned up. I think that's where I'm going to be staying for tonight. Shell Island Fish Camp. The main office is over here somewhere. And we are good to go. Checked in, got a room. I'm in and out of a shower already. It was 1:05 at night, and we're doing good. In the meantime, I think it's a little after 2 o'clock. I'm just going to be working on some videos and get all caught up there. And then a couple hours, around 6 o'clock or so, we'll head back into town. It looks like there's another place that's open for food-wise, some kind of bakery, and they're doing, I saw a little sign out front that said Monday nights is like pizza buffet or something like that, so I think they're going to do that for dinner. So it's not as dire as it seems for amenities in this town on a Monday. You can still get across the river, and a couple of places to eat are open. But that is it for now. I'll check back in once it's dinner time. I got a lot of good work done. It is dinner time. I am hungry. So now it's time to head back down to the bakery is advertising a Monday night pizza buffet. So that sounds good. I think we're going to hit that up. We'll be there shortly. Here we are at the Bayside Bread Works. It's like I forgot to get my initial shot of my dinner. I was getting too hungry. Started chowing down on it. But nice little place. We got our stuff. Alright, that is it for the town of St. Mark's, I think. Really great little mom and pop pizza place we had. But we're good to go. We'll get back on trail first thing in the morning, and we'll knock out the Resupply Dollar General. It's a couple miles up the road, so we'll plan on hitting that first thing in the morning when they open. And that's all I got so far. So we'll see that in the next one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.